Hi there, my name is Lawson. I am a digital artist, designer, and I make and fabricate costumes and props. If you are online at all, you'll know me by the pseudonym I go by, which is what you see here, or sometimes W.Y.S.H Creative. It all started in Halloween, really. I used to go out and I would see everyone in these store-bought costumes, and there was about a million of the same thing. So I just thought, I'm going to try and put my own spin on something, and the first costume I made was a Freddy Krueger costume. And I actually put porridge on my face to make it look like the wounds. I made the gloves, I made the jumper, the hat, everything, and it sort of stemmed from there. And then the big one I made was Optimus Prime, which is probably what I'm most known for. I wore that here last year as my first sort of cosplay experience. And again, the reception I got from that was just unreal, and the amount of people saying, you should be doing this, you should be trying this and trying that. And then just over the last year or so, I've been making these props, and I discovered foam, and I discovered what you can do with foam, and all the possibilities you can make, you know, from props to armour, costume pieces, you name it, you can pretty much do it. And it's kind of just stemmed from there, and I've always been an artist. And this is the sort of year I've thought, you know what, I'm not going to sort of try and break into another person's world, I'm going to try and break into my own, and that's why I've started doing all my fan art and working on my own in-house properties. So I'm one of those all-encompassing geeks that loves pretty much anything. Star Wars, comics, Star Trek, Skyrim, gaming, you name it, I'm pretty much into it, and I like good design, so if I see something that really catches my eye, I'll try and put my spin on it if possible. If not, then I'll just stick to the design because it works as a whole. I mean, I've been doing the artwork since I can remember. I mean, going back to like primary school and high school, if you ever see my maths jotters, it's pretty much a portfolio because there's no math in it. It's all artwork. I've only really been doing digital artwork for the last 2, maybe 3 years. I got myself a graphics tablet, use Photoshop, scan images in, do mixed media, just sort of trying different things. I've really found that the comic style that I'm going for now sort of works for me in terms of speed and what I can output from it. But I still like taking the time and rendering them up if I can. And as I say, I've been making my own costumes mainly for Halloween for the last 10 years, but it's only really this year that I've been sort of, you know, making them on a larger scale to what I do now. So when I go out and I see it, if I think that's an awesome design, like a lot of the times if I go to the likes of Forbidden Planet or any sort of big conventions like this, I'll see things and think, oh, could I make that, could I make this? It's got to a point now where I go to the cinema and I'm like, oh, that's a cool design, I'm pretty sure I could make that. Or my girlfriend's going, hey, you should make that, that'd be good. It doesn't necessarily have to be something I'm a fan of. I mean, probably the most popular piece I've got here is the Flash helmet, but I've never read an issue of Flash. Other than watching them in the Justice League cartoons, that's probably my extent of my Flash knowledge. But I saw the first shot of the new Flash from the show. I looked in and thought, that's a pretty cool design, but I scribbled away in a sketchbook and thought, I'd quite like to try and make that version, so it ended up being what I've made now. And I don't know, it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's popular, it's just if I see it, I think it's a good design, if I think I can put my own spin on it, then I'll give it a shot. I am at the moment trying to work on making it wearable, because it is just a display piece just now. But I'd probably say the Star-Lord helmet just now, just because of the amount of effort I had to go into actually making that. Yeah, that's the latest one. But the Magneto gets a lot of love, so does the Doctor Doom. The Doctor Doom's actually the start of a full suit. I like having a different thing each year. I haven't made a costume for myself this year other than the Scarecrow one, but that wasn't, I already had half of that. So I really want to do the full Doctor Doom armour, like armour, tunic, hood. I've already started with the helmet. So in terms of doing the props in my spare time, I really want to do a Galactus helmet. I don't know if I'll do the full costume, but just the sheer size, and again, really good design. So iconic, that silhouette alone, you put that silhouette anywhere, people will know who it is. The Galactus helmet, I want to make it obviously wearable, but the full size, so having the big fins at the side, the big cone at the top, even add an additional little silver surfer or something like that, just to give it that extra touch. I want to get into doing more bashed metal. A lot of the helmets I've been doing recently, they're sort of clean. So things like the mouth of Sauron from the extended cut of Lord of the Rings, so sort of used worn metal, even doing like a Nazgul blade, just that sort of thing. And I'd really want to do sort of resin props. I mean, I've got all the stuff to do, it's just actually getting around to making the masters, moulding them and then casting them. Once I do that, then hopefully I'll be able to branch out a wee bit more. So, but after I do Doctor Doom, the child of the 80s that I am, one of my favourite cartoons was Centurions. I don't know if you remember that. I really, really wanted to make a Jake Rockwell. So to make the exosuit, all the armour that I'll attach on with magnets, the helmet. That'll be maybe towards the end of next year, but it's going to get done at some point.